as the last of his remaining friends, reintroduce our Toastmaster, Bob Dietrich.
Boy, the crucifixion was easier to sit through. It was shorter. So let me wrap this thing up. First of all, we're here for Maria, Charles, and Giblets. First, I'd like to say a few things about Ryan. You know, it saddens me that they're leaving, but we'll manage. About 19 years ago, Maria had a miscarriage, and she put a hoodie on it, gave it some earphones, and named it Ryan. But Ryan's a smart and talented kid. All right, who am I kidding? He thinks Mordor is a continent. When you talk about politics, he always wants to talk about the crisis in Middle Earth. And if you ask him what college he wants to go to, he says, Hogwarts. Hogwarts. And he's ugly too. When he was born, the doctor slapped his mother. That's a good call. Now they say pets often resemble their owners, and Ryan had a pet hamster, which explains why Ryan would never shower at the gym. There you go. Now before they leave for Florida, Marie asked me if I'd have a sex talk with Ryan, so I did. I told him how much to pay. And Ryan's 18 years old now, or 19 years old, and you got to think he's actually accidentally seen Maria naked once or twice. I know. I hope you haven't eaten that. But you can only imagine the mental scars. So now I'm stuck with helping Ryan understand sex. And luckily, I have some recordings of my Cougar Hunter speeches for instructional purposes. So now I've got him to the point where Ryan understands the theory of sex, but not the application. He's still playing a one-man, or he's still playing a one-man game in a two-man sport. But I have a plan. He's moving to Florida, the land of senior living, and I've created a step-by-step plan to help him pick off a few greyhounds. Now, Ryan, here's a word of warning now that your mustache is starting to come in. Kind of. You want to be careful. It makes you look a little like a Cuban drug lord. But on the bright side, you'll be sharing razors with your mother. So just know that perfect woman is out there for you. And when she gets out of prison, she'll be about 40 years old, and you'll be ready. Now, Ryan didn't want to say any words, so I'm going to head right to the guest of honor, or one of the guests of honors, Maria Victoria Charles. So Maria is quite a number, and that number is 2. Professionally, Maria is an engineer, which makes sense because she's such a train wreck. Her email address is mathpumpkin, which is kind of strange for a woman who shouldn't multiply and has run out of seeds. That took me a while to get there. But I'm going to miss Maria when she leaves. What I'm going to miss the most is showing up at the club and listening to her read her speeches. Maria is a transformational speaker. She transforms an audience from excited and energetic to confused and suicidal. Maria is to speaking what Helen Keller is to speaking. We didn't collaborate on that. Listening to Maria's speech is about as thrilling as listening to Stephen Hawking read 50 Shades of Grey. All right, a speech from Maria is, it's a lot like diarrhea. It runs on and on. It's uncomfortable to sit through. And when it's over, your ass hurts. There used to be a time, if you believe it or not, there used to be a time when only men were in Toastmasters. They didn't allow women in Toastmasters. And thanks to Maria, Toastmasters is thinking about going back to that. Maria is also a single mom. She's ate her last two husbands. And Ryan and Maria are so close that Maria says the first thing she's going to do when she gets to Florida is start bottle feeding them. You know, one of the reasons Maria wears pants is she's afraid another kid's going to fall out. So. And she wears comfortable shoes too, comfortable jogging shoes, because her corns are always in season. And some people dress for success. Maria dresses for a night on the couch. At their house, they pray after they eat. And when Ryan is asked to take out the trash, he usually responds, "You cooked it, you take it." But seriously, ladies and gentlemen, Maria is a true asset to our district. She's an amazing person. She's an amazing leader in Toastmasters. She is always a resource for this district. For me personally, if I have a question, I go to Joyce, but if she's not available, I go to Maria. And she's a great friend. If you ever get to know Maria or gotten to know Maria, you know how big of a heart she has. So, ladies and gentlemen, to wrap things up, please help me welcome the guest of honor tonight, the person who taken the second biggest beating other than Eric Linder, Maria Charles.